Hey, what's up, people? This your boy Josh. Today we'll be talking about a certain case that's been going on for a very long time, and that is the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case. From what I understand, it started out when Amber Heard and Johnny Depp divorced back in 2016, and where Amber Heard started alluding to that Johnny Depp was basically, just abusing her. People cry out support for Amber Heard, and people start condemning Johnny Depp as this white beater monster, which is completely false, but more evidence proved that Amber Heard is the aggressor and Johnny Depp is the victim. But here's the unfortunate thing: the judges in the UK doesn't see that. They call him as a white beater. If anybody that knew Johnny Depp knows something was off. Yes, Johnny Depp is far from a good human being. As a great was an angel. He suffered from drugs, alcohol, but abusive? No, it's ridiculous. I think the reason why people are more inclined to believe that Amber Heard is the victim because it's not that it is unheard of that a guy is a victim of domestic abuse, but it's more common and more concise that a woman is the victim in this scenario because who's the main poster child for domestic abuse? Women. Not trying to sound sexist or anything before I get canceled again or posted on Twitter and stuff, but here's the thing. It doesn't matter the gender of the victim. A victim's a victim, regardless. We should not turn a blind eye to that victim's suffering. We should acknowledge it and bring it from the darkness, bring it to light. It's unfortunate that Johnny Depp is losing roles while Amber Heard is literally getting roles handed to her on a silver platter, which is disgusting. This shows you equality is not equal. Equal rights doesn't mean equal fights. As a certain somebody's Easy Switch Sniper said. Big fan of his. But back to Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case. This reminds me of the Cardi B scenario where Cardi B basically, probably admit to drugging and robbing men, but nobody, there's no cops coming to her and stuff. Nobody getting her and stuff. I can go ranting on celebrities and stuff, but I'm gonna focus back on Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Amber Heard should be, if Johnny's Depp suffering for being when he first got called a wife beater, then shouldn't Amber Heard be losing some roles since now that all the truth is coming to light now that she's the true one doing all the abusing and stuff. But of course, the double standards is just so ridiculous. Number one, I think maybe that now that this whole evidence is coming to light, that maybe they should just put her in jail for all the lies, all the abuse that she caused Johnny, and like all the hardships she literally caused the guy for. Literally, like, seriously, it's like beating a dead horse. Because people have came to Johnny's defense. Amber Heard's own parents, Johnny's exes, says a lot about his character. He knows how to treat a lady. Because if Johnny Depp is such an abusive monster, then why all of his exes are coming to his defense? And why did he wait to turn 50 to do all this stuff? This abusive crap and stuff. It's just so many questions. Like, so many questions. Just, we need to look for him. We need to look for them and stuff. I think maybe that the best way to handle this situation is basically for every time a guy who gets slapped with a lost slap with a hefty sentence and stuff, a woman who does the same thing as a man should get hit with the same hefty sentence because has things for example, a woman who falsely accused somebody of doing something like sexually assaulting them gets slapped on the wrist along with doing a quote unquote apology, which is not sincere, which is unfortunate. As a giant, I'm speaking as not as a human being, but somebody who yearns for equal rights, and as a Johnny Depp fan because I've been a Johnny Depp fan since I was like 6 years old. Like I saw his films, Gilbert Grapes, Basics Johnny Scissorhand. I love those films. I grew up watching it. Johnny's like that cool, supportive uncle who has like a lot of wisdom and very artistic, and like barely has a lot of artistic skills. Like it's not Johnny Depp. It doesn't see. I don't see this abusive monster that Amber Heard and her team are trying to make him out to be. Like I just don't see it. Like if Johnny Depp is such a monster who abuses people, then why isn't his exes? I'm sounding like a broken record that's coming to his defense along with Amber Heard's parents. I mean, like that should be an opposite sign. Like seriously, even Amber Heard's parents are against her. I just think maybe that like perhaps equality is dead. Perhaps Johnny Depp is not this monster that abuses women and stuff who enforces will on people. Like it just doesn't make any sense. Like Amber Heard does not act like a true victim. A true victim wouldn't do all this kind of stuff. She'll be acting completely different, like barely able have low confidence, like you did when you were a freshman in high school. Terrible joke. Along with not be able to come out with the story because she literally came out the story eagerly and stuff. Like that's not the actions. That's not the body language of a victim. That's the body language of a narcissistic, egotistic liar who just only wants one thing: clout. Well, a couple things more: clout, money, and more prestige. Like seriously, like. While on the other hand, Johnny Depp, the true victim, is going down his darkest period, like literally losing roles, like like the whole Fantastic Beast, which was a middle finger to me since I'm a huge Fantastic Beast fan. I saw the first one, and I was kind of hoping to see the one with Johnny Depp since he's one of my favorite actors. Along with Pirates of the Caribbean, like come on now, how are you gonna have Pirates of the Caribbean without Jack Sparrow, aka Johnny Depp in it? Like seriously, that's like something horrifying to me and stuff. And I heard it's gonna be a reboot. Come on, guys. Even though it was a reboot, Jack Sparrow is a big part of the Pirates of the Caribbean. We need you. Come on. Look, I just hope Johnny Depp gets justice, and I do hope Amber Heard gets what she deserves because there's no way in this world if she gets away with this. Justice is dead. Justice might as well lay to rest and stuff. That word does not have a place in this time period now. Well, this is Joshua Edwards signing off.